That is right, guys. It is the World Cup series. I promised it would be coming today, and it is. We are starting off with Asia today. I've got 10 countries fighting for 5 places at the World Cup. I'm now going to explain how that is going to work. Today, actually no, I won't talk about that first. They've been split into 2 groups of 5 each. Now, in those groups, they will each play each team in a round robin over the next probably 4 or 5 episodes of this series. In each game, I will go through the games of that round week in both groups. You'll get 4 games an episode for these first few. The top 2 teams in both groups will qualify for the 48-team World Cup. Then the two third-place teams will play a 2-legged playoff to decide who qualifies for the World Cup and who has to go into the final continental playoff pot, where there's going to be 12 countries fighting for the final 6 spots right at the end of qualifying. If you guys enjoyed this video, remember to like, subscribe, check out my Twitter, check out my second channel, the Rossi FC. I'll see you in the video. Let's do it. We began with a huge game between 2 Pot B teams, Japan and Korea Republic. Both will be fighting to get into that top 2 spots to qualify without having to fight through the playoffs. And the Koreans, surprisingly actually, came out on top, going 1-0 up early on, almost backing a second early on as well, only to be called back for offside. They did manage to pull ahead a 3-0 lead before Japan managed to peg one back right at the end, but Korea managed to get a good 3 points there. The second Group B game is between Iran and China. Iran the clear favourites in this, but surprisingly, China took an early lead through Tan Long's wonder goal, putting them 1 ahead early on. However, as the game progressed, Iran started to dominate and ended up winning the game 4-1, putting them at the top of Group B. Okay, so our third game was between 2 Group A sides, Australia and Lebanon. Now you're probably wondering how I managed to get Lebanon into the game, and quite simply, I transferred all the Lebanese players to a club called Al Batin and just played against them in the regular FIFA mode against Australia. I played as Australia and we absolutely dominated the game as expected, but didn't actually dominate the result. Australia came close and had a lot of chances, but only managed to win 1-0, as you can see I think in a second. Trossiki hits the bar, coming very, very close. Jared 82 will be very disappointed in that. But in quite an easy group, you want to get as many past these teams as you can to avoid having to go into that playoff. Saudi Arabia and Russia being really their only opponents, with the UAE and Lebanon both quite weak. So although a win, not a great result for the Australian side. They could have been better. The fourth and final game of this episode was between the UAE and Saudi Arabia. Similarly to the last one, I've had to create the UAE in the game. For the record, Saudi are playing in white, the UAE in blue. Both teams had a lot of chances in the game. I'd have expected Saudi Arabia to win, but it ended up 0-0 in the end. Both teams having a lot of chances. A very attacking game from both sides. Posts, bars, great saves. The game had a lot except a winner. So, meaning UAE sitting on an unexpected 1 point after their results, because they're not expected really to get through this qualifying stage, but you never know, they could surprise someone. Right, so guys, I hope you have enjoyed the video. I enjoyed recording this. I think it is a great series to do whilst FIFA's getting a little bit dead. But one mistake I have realised that I made when I was doing the voiceovers for this video was I said that Australia were playing Lebanon when actually they were playing the UAE and Saudi Arabia were playing Lebanon. So actually what happened is Lebanon are on a point with a draw against Saudi Arabia and the UAE lost 1-0 to Australia. So I've cocked up a little bit there. Apologies for that. In the next episode, I will also put a table up. I didn't do it this time because I didn't see much point with it being the first week. So I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. Peace.